This video is sponsored by Element. More on them later.
Good morning, friends! Xyla here, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really have a plan for today's video. I woke up this morning and I was like, let's make some fire. Okay, I gotta admit, I wanna make a Zen garden, but like instead of sand, it's fire. I just wanna light shit on fire in my backyard, okay? My friend Allison's here, and we're just gonna go to Lowe's and I'm gonna figure it out when we get there. Being Zen is for another time, and I'm gonna try to do it with reused stuff. So let's see what we can find. Somebody who asked to use my shop a while back left these here. So I think I might use that as the fire pit of the fire. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah! Okay, honestly, I was gonna try to figure out what fittings I needed before I go to Lowe's, but I think I'm just gonna go to Lowe's. Let's just see what the vibes are there. Welcome to the promised land. Hose and regulator assembly. Cool.
We're going on vibes. Vibes are going mediocre.
Look, let's bring up the vibe. Oh no.
Xyla versus pole. Ta-da!
What if we like, watch this, is gonna be magic. We're gonna like cut to when I have all the parts that I need and I know what I'm doing. Changed my mind. Switched to this one because it has a adjustable regulator, so it's a couple dollars more, but it'll be so worth it because I don't have to buy a ball valve and a bunch of fittings. Let's go home. This feels very self-explanatory, but alas, it seems right. Yep, we done flared this bad boy. Okay. Got him.
Ooh.
It looks so good. Wow! This project is really... So if you're gonna do this, you should stick the... Don't worry about it.
First try.
First try. I wasn't sure if I needed both of them, but they were on clearance and there weren't that many left, so I bought two.
Hey, look at that.
Great.
She's so genius.
So genius. Let's do this again. At least I figured this out. All right. All right, this is so silly. All right, so I'm thinking it'll work. It's not perfect, but so this wine barrel for sure doesn't hold wine anymore, and I think it also can't hold sand because there's like. So I'm gonna use. This is kind of a janky solution, and I don't love it, but also this whole project feels a little bit like it's just a prototype, and it's just a literal sandbox for having fun. So I'll just put this around, and I'm using metal tape because there's fire involved. So I'm hoping I can just spiralize this. And then we can just drill a ton of holes along the spiral. And then the propane will come out of the spiral. Which might be very optimistic of me, but.
No notes.
No notes.
pretty snail-like.
Okay. Before we get drilling, are you thirsty? Always. Was that smooth? We're gonna have some beverages, courtesy of our sponsor of today's video, Element.
I am constantly dehydrated. It's terrible, to the point where my friends have nicknamed me the Little Raisin. However, I got completely hooked on Element 6 months ago, and it has been a game changer for me. Element is a zero sugar electrolyte drink mix that came about from growing research that shows optimal health is actually met when we intake 2 to 3 times of the government's sodium recommendations, which is wild. Element's got no sugar, artificial colors, or other dodgy ingredients, and each stick packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. When we get the right amount of electrolytes, we feel way better and can maintain our energy levels more. It helps reduce muscle cramps and brain fog while maintaining fluid balance throughout the body. And whether I'm building an infinity violin, cleaning my hangar, flying across the country in my tiny greenhouse of an airplane with no AC, I know at the end of the day, Element's got me covered. Get a free Element sample pack today with any purchase when you click my link, drinkelement.com/Xyla, and use my code Xyla. The sample pack has one of every flavor, so you can try them all out. If you give it a try and don't like it, it's risk-free. Give it away to a salty friend and Element will give you your money back, no questions asked. That's drinkelement.com/Xyla or click the link below to get a free sample pack with any purchase.
Okay, for real though, guys, you should try it also because I really like it and I want them to keep supporting my channels. This is the part I am nervous about. This freaking fitting needed to be on this side. Well, okay, I'm nervous about bending.
Also, let the record show that the extremely logical decision to switch which end exits the barrel was Allison's idea, because her brain is faster than mine.
Today we're called Janky Engineering. Engineering might even be a stretch on this one. We're just playing with fire because it's cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, but with fire you can get s'mores. You don't get s'mores with therapy.
There's gonna be someone who works in HVAC watching this, and for that person, I am so sorry. Okay, that looks pretty good.
Hey.
I need to use this thing again.
Hey.
Maybe I should
Accidentally used it 3 times. Well, wait, make sure you put the thing on first.
Huh?
Don't you need to put the thing on first? You want the phone last? Can you imagine?
Ready for this flute? Look at that. Look at that flange. Look at that flange. Girl, look at that flange.
Hey, we got on there.
Are you ready to drill a million holes?
Oh, I'm so thrilled.
Allison always comes here and I make her either put in a million screws or drill a million holes, or both. Today there are no screws because this is not a real project.
For anyone who might be watching this and thinking they're going to replicate this at home, for starters, I actually encourage you to do it. It ended up being a really fun, cool project. But do know that drilling a million tiny holes in small pipe will make you question everything about your life. I made these little jigs to try to prevent the drill bits from walking around, but even then they did a lot of walking. It's just an annoying geometry to try to drill onto.
A full spiral. Look at us. I will laugh so hard when this doesn't work. Back to the drawing board. We're so close. Okay, I think this is the part where we can hook it up to propane and test it. I think it would be wise to do this in my driveway with a fire extinguisher on hand.
You think?
Should we bring this thing outside? This feels like it has propane in it, but it's not making sloshy sounds. Oh yeah. This has propane in it, or it's filled with water. All right, regulator hose. More importantly, I think the first thing I want to do is test that it can be lit with no sand in it. I need a lighter for that. Ready?
Ready. Ooh, fuego.
But we drilled so many holes. So do we try it with sand anyway? I have sand bags for what my old house used to flood a bunch. Joke's on them.
Thank you.
Bag 2. I wonder if we're like not getting that effect because it needs to be really dark out. So we're only seeing the orange flame, we're not seeing the blue flame. And I feel like how this works is like you see the blue flame. Okay, so I think it's really hard to test this while there's any amount of light out. So we have time to kill until sunset, so we're gonna give it legs, which is a little bit of an excuse to try to use up the rest of the wine barrel. But now, poor Allison's gonna help me pour all this sand back into this bucket.
And just because we're doing janky engineering does not mean that I let janky woodworking fly in this shop. So even though it's kind of a silly project, I made Allison help me sand it. It just looks so much nicer once it's sanded down a little bit. Plus, it's the Xyla Foxlin channel. There's always sanding. Okay, maybe I do let janky woodworking fly because this method of putting the legs on is quite janky. However, I think the end result looks very like 1960s retro rocket ship. And I don't hate it, and it's not as unstable as I thought it would be.
My friend Nico had the suggestion of flipping the coil over, which I had thought about earlier, and then I thought that would be a bad way. Oh dear. Oh, you're good. Good.
All right, are we doing the thing?
Let's do the thing. Oh yeah.
Always sanding. Always. You come to the Foxlin shop, you will not escape the sanding.
Oh, that's sick.
All right, there's a little bit of organic matter in this dirt that I got free from the city when my house flooded.
I really didn't think this was gonna work.
You have little faith. Why did you show up here?
For the electrolytes, actually.
Oh, yeah.
She's waging battle now.
Huh? I can't stop. I don't think this is the meditation my therapist would want from me in a Zen garden. She suggested I get a little desktop Zen garden at one point. I'm gonna send her.
That was such a good one.